Baltimore Ravens. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Smith. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Oh, Foster staying down after that last play. Let's hope he's okay. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they doubled it and get 10 here.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Smith. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
They'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
He's taken down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Passing play, Flacco. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Washington nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing again is Smith. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 7, Washington.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Smith. Open man here, Sims complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, and again to Dobbins. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Flacco. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd
from the gun. Flacco.
45-yard line.
Over the middle here to Brown. And
going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 33. 11 yards there. First down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tackle made by Chase Young. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this is incomplete.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And that'll make it third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Flacco will take to the air again. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
1st and 10 at the 40.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Throwing is Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, Smith. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now Brown. We'll call that a a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Flacco off play action. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 84 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin,
and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Once more, it's Flacco. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And Marquise Brown coming off of a solid rookie.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From the red zone now, Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
On second and goal, Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At the 22-yard line.
Second down. It's Edwards. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through.
Ravens 38. Washington.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over first and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Back to the air, Smith on second down. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Washington. First and 10.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Washington 7.
Here's Smith. Open man here, Sims complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Smith now to throw. The throw taken in by Sims. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Now Smith.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Off the play fake, Smith, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's looking almost certainly like this will be an 0-4 start to the season. Not too many positives to take from this performance as they trail big here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
First down, Ravens.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Wiggles free. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for
defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Washington will take over.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Back-to-back
receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Smith. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 17.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Flacco off play action. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now a toss, left side, it's Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 70 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
On first down, Smith. And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to